All right. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Let me just move this here 2 seconds, guys. Where are we? Why can I hear an echo? You guys hear an echo? Why can I hear an echo? Let me see. There we go. Should be all good. Audio, video good. Awesome. Thank you, man. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Hope everyone had an amazing Christmas. Nice couple of days off the charts. Ready for slight echo. Shouldn't be on Zoom. Definitely shouldn't be on Zoom. Should only be on YouTube. Let me see. Not too sure. Should be alright. Let's buy some silver. Yes, buy some silver. Silver's been on a crazy run. Silver's been on a huge run. But yeah, hope everyone had a good break. Good to be back on the charts. You guys will break down the markets today. See what we get for the day. I was having a look at silver. Silver did have a very decent pre-London sell-off here. You sold off a lot on silver, and silver moves. I've been seeing a lot of people trade silver. Silver moves like crazy. You know, you trade one contract on silver, you could get ruined. Even one micro, you can get like crazy profits. So yeah, silver's a crazy market. Crazy market. But it's good to see people, you know, diving into new markets and seeing what's around. Nice, Ash, appreciate it, man. Saw you 2 years ago, honestly, man. You changed my life by giving away so much info and knowledge. Keep grinding. I'll see you at the top. Thank you, Ash. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here, man. So yeah, we'll see what we get for the day, guys. Obviously, it's going to be a quieter week this week. We'll be here today. We'll be here tomorrow as well. And then on Wednesday, of course, it's New Year's Eve. Thursday, New Year's Day. And then we'll be back here Friday as well. So let's have a look at the calendar. I don't imagine we have much news. Yeah, the correct color is back. Yeah, the correct color's back, Bruno. I know why it does it now. It still doesn't really make any sense. But it's only when my laptop is on charge that it goes grey. So any of you tech wizards can somehow work that one out. I don't have it plugged in right now, but if my laptop goes to die, which it will at some point, I'll plug it back in and it will for some reason go back to grey. But yeah, it still doesn't really make sense. Santa sorted you out. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately Santa didn't sort me out. Yeah, even gold's had a very big move today, guys. We'll look at all markets here this morning as well. I was just seeing what news we got for the week. So not very much, of course. Today we have absolutely nothing. Tomorrow we do have FOMC meeting minutes, which will be interesting. We've got meeting minutes tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. 7 o'clock London time, and then Wednesday we got some unemployment claims, and then it's pretty much bank holidays all week long. All week long there's a lot of holidays. So it is going to be probably a quieter week in the markets. Hence why, of course, I'm trading a combine here as well, guys. So we'll still see what we get. Still keen to break down the markets and have a look, see what we have. Let me just get you guys over here as well. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, Bruno. It's it's so strange. Gold already from 5:30 London time, guys, is down 780 ticks. Gold's had a very big sell-off here. A very big sell-off. Now let's do some top down on gold. Obviously, we have pretty much the last 2 trading days of the month, and you can see gold's already starting to pull back below this 45.50 level, and potentially even back below 4,500. If we do close back below 4,500, maybe gold could see some pullbacks. When I say close below, I mean close below on this monthly time frame. Look at this monthly time frame. You know, you're still, of course, extremely bullish here. Yeah, so I know that's the thing. Yeah, so much volume. That's the thing. You would expect it to be quieter. Yeah, gold's selling off that much. Silver also down like crazy. Yeah, there's some pretty decent volume in these markets. Everyone's needing to get their fix after the Christmas break by the looks of it. Now, this month wasn't easy long on gold. You know, you had this huge rejection in October. November closed bullish. So where are you going in December? Well, you're easily going to fill in October's wick, which monthly flip was like 1,700 ticks. So from a swing opportunity, it's absolutely huge. Now, we obviously have gold at these huge all-time high levels. Monthly still looking very, 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 very bullish. Is this the current week already? Wow, look how much this week's moved already. This current weekly candle's already down over 1,000 ticks. Now, obviously, gold has been breaking out very, very, very bullish. So there's no reason to start to think that, you know, it's time to all of a sudden start loading up big shorts. Like, this could easily just breaking out, retesting, continuing to go higher. We're at all-time highs here on gold. Look at this sell-off already today, guys. Wow, look at this crazy. Any of you guys trade Asia? I don't imagine. It's very early on in the week. We're going to have to bring these levels up here again. Anyway, yeah, did any of you guys trade Asia today? Didn't expect gold to be moving this much. Let's put this on 46.50. So we've got some nice levels above now as well. Yeah, did anyone? I don't think anyone traded Asia today. Closed 100 ticks. Well, there you go. Nice. 100 ticks on longs. Nice. On gold. 100 ticks on gold. You get like this bounce or something. Nice. Do you get this one? This bounce of 4,500 like here. $100 ticks on gold in Asian sessions. Amazing. 30-minute evening star. Like this one. Moisa. Aaron, can you check your X posted and tagged you? Yeah, definitely. Got a beautiful gold trade. Yeah, absolutely. We can have a look at some trades today. Let's think we got plenty of time here today, guys. We'll look at some trades. We'll look at some other markets. You know, if I do see a trade on gold, I will trade it just on this combine. I'm not trading my XFAs, of course. 150, yeah, 150 is beautiful, man. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Wow, look at that. And that 130-minute candle. Wow, look at that. 130-minute candle there on gold. That's 265 ticks. That's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Now, interesting thing about where gold is right now is we are below a very nice low here. So how many people do you think would have been trying to buy this here on gold? I would imagine a lot of people would have been trying to buy the third touch of the trend line, sit in the stops just below, looking for this huge play up. Now, what does gold love to do? You guys, you know, we talk about this day in and day out for all of 2025 and all the way into 2026. People try and buy these trend lines, sit the stops just down below here. So what does price do? Has an initial bounce of third touch and it comes right down. So gold has had a very nice liquidity grab here. Now, to me, this could be a nice liquidity grab, but you may start to see gold have a little bit of a pullback, especially with the way this hourly is looking. Look at this hourly. This hourly is about to close. We're going to get London open in 16 minutes. And this candle has gone from being aggressively bearish to all of a sudden buyers are stepping in right below this low and pushing it all the way right back up. So this could be a very big liquidity grab where we could actually see gold have a bit of a retracement here in London. You know, this is like a 320 tick rejection, which is massive. So we may see some gold longs into London. With, you know, the thing is with gold, we are moving a lot. So I would be trading small size here anyway. Yeah, we'll look at NQ. We can have a look at silver as well. Have a look at Bitcoin. I think GC will push above 4,500 to 4,530s into the session. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good, man. Yep, back up into there. I think it looks pretty good. Especially with this huge liquidity grab, I certainly wouldn't want to be selling gold here. If you're selling gold, you know, you would be maybe trying to short this breakout here. I wouldn't want to be selling gold here. So yeah, I think longs make the most sense. We are going to get London open in 15 minutes, so waiting for that would be the most logical thing. You could even look for maybe a little bit of a morning star play here on gold at the London Open. Maybe that London Open candle, which is in 40 minutes, comes down, gives us a nice bottom wick, and then maybe we can see if we can take this higher. So yeah, I like that. I think what will be interesting from this area here on gold is like, do we start to make a run to all-time highs, or do we pull back and keep selling? Oh, here we go. Your laptop automatically enabling power saving display features such as adaptive brightness or HDR. Oh, what a! I hope it's that easy of a fix, because you know what's crazy is this happened like one time when I dropped my laptop. It doesn't really make any sense, but if it is as easy as that, I absolutely hope so. So I appreciate it, and I will absolutely have a look. It just didn't really make sense. It started from a time where I dropped my laptop, but then I only realized the other day, yeah, when it's unplugged, it's actually completely fine. I don't know why it took me so long to realize that, but yeah. Yeah, I think so, Sean. I'll be going long 1 mini in January to hold of all of 2026. Need to learn our lessons from 2025. Yeah, I mean, if we did that in 2025, we would be absolutely laughing. This has been probably one of the biggest years that I have ever seen on gold. It is the biggest year I've ever seen on gold. This year is just insane. Not probably, it is by far the biggest year I've ever seen on gold. From the lows of like here, say down here in December, to the highs, 65% is just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Try now? We could try now, but I feel like we need to break down some more markets first. If we break down some more markets, we got some time. I'll give it a go, man. The drawings are back. Hey, what's going on, man? The drawings are back, man. The drawings are back. So yeah, potential gold longs into London Open. I want to wait for London Open because gold's already had a pretty decent move here. So this current hourly, which is about to close in 13 minutes, from now until the close, is not going to do very much. Not only is it not going to do very much, it's also the closure of this hourly candle is going to confirm how we're going to trade the 8 a.m. candle. So we may as well let it close, and then we can look for some trades at 8 a.m. So with that, let's have a look at some other markets. We can have a look at silver. We'll have a look at NQ as well. Now, where's silver been? Look at this silver. Silver's been on just an absolutely crazy run again. When was this? It was from the 23rd. This is from when we last jumped on. Look at this. I mean, the liquidity levels did play out. It came down, grabbed the lows, and ended up going for an absolutely huge break back higher. Let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of everything here on silver. Let's start again. Oh, nice here. Let me see. Yeah, beautiful trade, man. Great trades. Very good trades, man. Morning star, 50-minute fake out. Yeah, beautiful. I like them trades, man. Beautiful trades. Let's have a look. Look at this on silver, guys. Look at this. Again, silver as well. Same as gold. How much of a percent are we up this year? Even crazier than gold. Let me see. Lows of December, say around here. Silver up. Wait, I was like, what's going on? There's no way. Silver's up 45%. Let me see. That's from January just gone. Where are we? January, December, somewhere else. Anywhere around here. Silver up. What's that? Close to what? 170% this year on silver, which is just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Now, a lot of people are getting into silver. One thing to know, guys, is silver moves very big. Silver has big moves. You know, you can trade like one micro on silver, and you know you could find yourself stuck in a -2 to $400 to $500 trade. So the thing is with silver, and that's kind of why I prefer gold, because they move very similar, but I think gold's more consistent. Yeah. What does that mean? I don't know. OBS is throwing weird. OBS making weird noises. The thing is with silver, yeah, it does move very big. And because silver and gold move very alike, personally, I prefer to trade gold. But let's have a look. You've obviously had a huge run up here. And to be honest, I think a lot of people are getting involved into silver at not the best of times. I think a lot of people are looking at silver, you know, seeing this huge run up and go, oh, wow, this is amazing. And then you start trying to get into silver here. But it's like, really, if you're an actual silver trader, you know, ideally you're maximizing this. And once you get up here, you're probably starting to be a little bit cautious. This is where silver, you know, could start to create like a couple of month-long range, for example. Not to say it will, but it's very possible. Now, in terms of intraday levels here on silver, obviously you've had a huge run up No real pullbacks whatsoever. A little bit of a gap up here. When was this? Over the Christmas period, that makes sense. And now already hitting some big resistance, holding back below $80 as well, which would be a very, very big psychological level. Okay, you got $80 right there, and you're selling back off. So you got. Just gonna put some. I haven't really traded silver, so I don't know if these levels work as nice as they do on gold. You know, these psychological levels work fantastically on gold. Silver, I'm not really too sure, but let's put them on. So we've got 80, we've got 70, and then we'll put 75 in the middle there as well. So we just bounced off 80. We're right back down at 75s. Obviously, being as bullish as we are, it's kind of hard to want to sell silver. But again, this is a very, very, very decent sell-off. This is a very big sell-off. This is a huge, huge, huge move for silver. It's a massive move. Silver down almost 10% right off that $80 region, which is huge. I know, is Chow here? Chow, you here? I know if Chow's here today, but Chow in Discord was buying into some silver stocks. Had made like close to 90% or something, which is absolutely huge. So for London, I mean, similar as gold. You know, we're back down at 75. We've already had a decent sell-off here. I would like to see silver find some support. Silver's a little bit tricky because you are fighting a very, very decent sell-off, and you haven't had as big of a rejection as you have had on gold. Like gold, you've grabbed lows and you're throwing a big, you know, couple of 100-tick wick rejection. But silver's still pretty bearish. Now, with that being said, this is still nice support, where, of course, being as bullish as we are, it's not a bad level to look for longs. I don't trade silver very often, but let's see if we can watch it and see if we can get some silver longs as well. Maybe even just to pull back up into these regions. You got 78. You have that sort of left shoulder head, potential right shoulder. You got the VWAP there. You got buys off 75. Not a bad level to see if you can bounce on silver. Again, if I do take a silver trade, it'll be the first time I've ever day traded silver. So, you know, we'll take it with a pinch of salt. We'll trade a very small size and see how we go. I was up early this morning, so I did watch back Dakota's stream, and Dakota had a huge silver combine long, a massive. I think Dakota got this push up here. I think it was like one contract, like $5,000 or something crazy. Silver's different. Let me just grab my water, guys. So yeah, I do think gold's going to shape up here. We'll watch. We'll watch gold and silver. If I do trade silver, like I say, I've never traded before, but I would like to start watching it a little bit. So I will trade it at a very small size, not only because I haven't traded it, but also because it moves very big. So potential longs on gold and silver. Let's have a look at NQ. Does NQ move today? Oh, look, it's nice. Nice evening start here in NQ. Look at this. Oh, this is beautiful. Any NQ traders in Asia? This is a very, 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 like almost a pretty much a picture perfect evening start play there. Look at that. It's pretty perfect. You had a great run up on NQ. Yeah, nice. Ian getting all the trades today. Short NQ on the flip of the daily. Yeah, that short on NQ right now is very nice. You're probably already taking profit at these daily lows back down at this support. Man, Asia's been having all the fun today. Asia been having all the fun. Up 2k on 2 XFAC, locked out. 3 combines maxed out. Amazing, man. It's incredible. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, that's a beautiful short right there. That's our absolutely perfect evening star play right there. So you come up here on the 26th, which is Friday. You tag previous daily highs, hold the resistance. So what would you be doing today? This is a great short. This is like a textbook gold play right here. You're shorting off that daily, you're risking off the previous daily high or any intraday levels. You're trying to see if you get this nice retracement here. That's a very nice short. Very nice short, man. Now, with where NQ is, look at this. These were our liquidity levels from when we looked at NQ last time we jumped on, which was the 23rd, which was last Tuesday. We had price to come down and grab these lows before making a run higher. That's pretty much what you did. You broke below, straight back above, and had a great run into New York. And now you've continued pushing. Now with although we are selling off today and there is a nice daily evening star play, we are still overall very bullish on NQ. So if I was shorting this, you know, I would probably be looking to manage my trade somewhere around here. So if I'd be looking to manage shorts around here, is there potential for NQ to find some support and start to continue pushing higher? Maybe. We'll see. It looks a lot choppier than gold, and so I do think gold and silver are probably looking nicer. You know, because you got, let me see, let's make this 100. So you got some very nice support here. Then you got resistance right here. So you kind of have NQ trapped in a little bit of a tough range, which is why I do think gold and silver are much nicer. You may kind of bounce within here, but overall, I mean, it depends. You have to see if ESs maybe grab the lows, but could you see NQ come for a little bit of a squeeze lower? Maybe you start to see this initial rejection. Maybe you get, you know, maybe any early buys trying to jump in this early, squeeze it down a little bit more before you then find some support around that 25,750 level. Oh, yeah, we're going to cancel on Monday morning. Yeah, volume was so good. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if I even know if I had a trade day. Monday morning, first day after Christmas. But some great opportunities. So NQ will leave off the watch list for now, guys. I do think silver and gold are looking much nicer. We can look at other markets, like we'll have a look at Bitcoin as well. Let's have a look. Someone tagged me in a X post with a chart, which is what we like to see. Let me have a look here, guys. So if you are on X, let's have a look. If you just, I'm just on X, the Aaron Trades. We just hit 800 followers, which is pretty cool. I posted this YouTube video on there as well. And if you want me to see your charts, guys, if you hashtag London Open and you tag TopstepTV, where are we? Where's last time I put up a chart? It's slacking. Look at this. Yeah, so here. If you tag this, I will see your charts. If you hashtag London Open at TopstepTV, and if you at myself, the Aaron Trades, then I will see your charts. Let's have a look here. Nice, beautiful short here in gold. Caught 520 points, 1 hour. Nice. For some reason, man, I cannot see your chart. I don't know if it's just me, but I can't see your chart, man. I can't see your screen. I don't know if it's just mine, but if you maybe try to tag me again, I should be able to see it, but for some reason, man, it's not actually loading for me. So I can't see your chart right now. But if you remember, guys, if you hashtag London Open, we'll build the London Open community at TopstepTV as well. And I will see you guys' charts. Let's see here. Gold looking beautiful here, guys. Silver also looking kind of nice. It's not a bad place to see if you can get a potential long one too. I'm going to trade. Wait, can I trade micro silver? Can you trade micro silver? Yeah. Where is it? Where's micro silver? There we go. Oh wow, look at that. SIL, cool. All right. Because this isn't a bad level to see some potential bounces on silver. You're grabbing 15 lows, you're at a decent level of support. You need to give silver a little bit of breathing room, but it's not a bad level to watch. We got London Open in 1 minute here as well, guys. Yeah, Mika Trades, if you try and tag me again, man, I should be able to see it, but yeah, for some reason I can't load your chart. And that sounds like a good trade, so I'd like to see that trade, man. Risk at 150 to make 1,000, that's huge, man. 1,500, massive. Massive. Yep, London Open coming up here, guys. Silver looking good. Goldie also looking nice. Let's see. Goldie is probably looking nicer than silver, but I kind of just want to give silver a shot. Like I said, I'm just gonna be taking some test trades there, guys. I'm not going to take any like official trades, you know, coming into the end of the year. I'm just gonna play around some small positions, see what we get. I'm gonna give silver a little bit of a try. Am I on micros? I'm got to make sure I'm on micros because I'm scared. Look at this. $800 below previous hour lows. Remember, guys, it's just Just a bit of a combine play. I want to see if we can, you can see a little bit of a bounce here on silver. This is, the pretty risk right here. This is 1 micro here on silver. 1 micro, previous hourly lows is $700. Silver is crazy. Silver is crazy. Gold kind of doing the same thing as well. Coming down, tagging lows. So if we were buying gold, this would be pretty much the same play. Let's watch both. First time trading silver. Let's see if gold has the play as well. Let's see. I'm going to have to drop down to 5 minute here because these are pretty volatile. Let's see. This is 1 micro. Remember, guys, I'm only trading combines here. I'm not trading any funded accounts until 2026. Took my last payout for the month 2 weeks-ish ago. I want to see if silver can get this nice, see if we can get this nice retracement, even to, you know, maybe pull back up into these highs. What are you looking at? You're looking for a nice, we're risking around here. Nice little 1 to 3 maybe. Give it a little bit of breathing room. 15. Nice rejection. I swear, if silver doesn't move and gold moves. There you go. Gold's got time. We could still get gold. 30 minute E. May wick some 30 lows maybe. Hourly morning star play. That's the idea for the trade. 4 hourly tagged previous 4 hour lows. Trying to get this back above. Daily's obviously looking very bearish right now. But yeah, my XFAs are fully locked out for the year, guys. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever taken a silver trade. Maybe if I can see silver moves nice, you know, maybe we can trade it more into 2026. I would need to keep an eye on it, maybe back test it a little bit more. But yeah, this is the first time I've ever day traded silver. Full beans, full beans on a Monday morning, absolutely. But yeah, I've seen some people taking some big silver trades. Oh, there we go. Let me go see me. There we go. We got a trade here now, man. Let me see. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Where are we, man? Oh, nice. A huge trade, man. Huge trade. Very, very nice. See, 1,500. Look at that on the combine. Fantastic trade, man. Came up for the nice liquidity grab. Broke back below. You had a nice trend line coming up here as well. I can't draw in here, but you had a nice trend line coming up. Beautiful. Oh, nice, Patrick. Nice. Great way to end here, man. Just passed a 50k combine. About to pay the activation fee. Amazing, man. Yeah, this is a great trade, man. Fantastic trade. Absolutely beautiful trade. I think what's nice here as well is you're using your higher time frame for the bias. You're using that 30 minute, which is fantastic. You're not just, you know, taking the trade just off the 5 minute. You're using your 30 minute and you're dropping down to the 5 minute for entry, which is fantastic, man. Really, really, really nice trade. I wish I could draw in here, but I don't know if you can see, but there's also a perfect trend line coming up. Perfect trend line is that's where most people are trying to buy or trying to short down into that. So I don't know if you had that as a confluence as well, but that's a really, really, really nice trade, man. Great trade. Great trade. Great. You know, like I say, if you guys get, you know, good trades, you're passing combines. Remember, you know, we're in the last couple of days of the year. You know, end the year off strong. Like end the year off on a trade like that. You're like, man, I got a great winning mindset coming into 2026. That's a fantastic trade. You could take a trade like that once a week and be making great payouts. You could take one of them trades once a month if you really wanted to, and you're on your way to making some fantastic returns. Let's have a look. Goldie, we may still see some Goldie longs. Goldie's in a little bit of a range. Maybe we'll wait for a little bit of a breakout. Nice thing about gold is you're tagging previous 30-minute lows, which silver hasn't quite yet done. What if we tag lows as lows? So you got previous 30-minute lows here on silver, where we might tag just like we did on gold, which is that low right there. If silver doesn't work, but then gold does, I will switch and get right into gold. Since we took the lows, now it's time to sweep the highs. I mean, yeah, possibly. The thing is with gold is we already have been so bearish. So I think with gold is you might create a bit of a range first. And that's why if I'm going to play a range today, I'd rather play it on silver because I think silver is going to give you bigger moves. I don't really have any upside highs to come and necessarily target on gold. Gold I'd be looking for just more of a retracement as opposed to coming to grab any highs. Maybe you could look at some hourly highs, for example. But yeah, the main reason you're looking for longs on gold is because yeah, you grab the lows, you're overall very bullish, and this could easily find some support and start to break back higher. Thank you, Aaron. Yes, I call that trendline liquidity. Yep, nice. Learned from you to really focus on the bigger time frame. Thank you. That's amazing, man. It's what we absolutely love to hear. Fantastic, man. Good job on showing the trades as well. Oh no, the camera's gone. Where are we going? We're back. Yeah, cool. Yeah, amazing, man. That's what we absolutely love to see. That's what we absolutely love to see, man. And you guys can share some, you know, wins, losses. Share just the winning trades if you want to, you know, you guys maybe took some losses, you maybe want some feedback, or you want a neutral outlook, because sometimes that always helps. Sometimes it's so easy to get focused on your own analysis. You know, feel free to send it over. If you guys look at any of the markets today as well, feel free to send them over, guys. We're just kind of having a bit of a chill out session in towards the end of the year, so you know, feel free to ask over any questions, any trades, any markets. Doesn't have to just be gold, guys. We can look at all markets. I'll stream again. Yeah, nice. But yeah, I'll be firing the funded accounts back up into 2026, guys. I won't be trading any funded accounts. I do think one of my accounts is eligible for a payout, but to be honest, I'm keeping it in there. Keeping it in there till 26. I got like 5,000 in my main. Where's my main account? Where can I see balance? Let's see. Where's my balance? Oh, power save mode's on, guys. I have to plug it in. Apologies if the quality goes a bit funny. Has it gone a bit? Yeah. Detected HDR mode operating system was enabled. If you want to resume... Oh, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Is it alright? It looks pretty poor, right? It looks even worse than normal. Oh, that's really annoying. It looks really, really dull, guys. Sorry, I don't know how to fix that. Man, that's annoying. It doesn't even look that dull on mine as dull as it looks here on OBS. How do I fix that? I don't know how to fix this, guys. I'm not very good with all these. It's fine on Zoom. What was it? It was like HDR or something? I can trade in January? Yeah, absolutely. January is probably one of my favorite times to trade. Winter months are amazing. Auto HDR? What does that do? Sorry, guys. I don't know why this has gone so funny. Yeah, winter months are probably my favorite times to trade, to be honest. They could be the best times. Try dropping it again. Yeah, try putting it in rice or something. Have you tried that? Maybe put it in some rice. Auto HDR. I don't know how to fix this, guys. Man, this is really annoying. I obviously wasn't good this year because Santa didn't bring me a new laptop. Even though this is a perfect laptop. I know it does this. HDR off. I turn that off. Oh, have I broken it? Was that good? That looks pretty good. HDR off. I don't know if that's a good thing, but that looks better. Yeah, rice normally works. Yeah, I might go try putting in some rice. Which HDR off, is that better? I think that's pretty good, right? I don't know what that means, HDR off, but it looks pretty fine. But yeah, I'll absolutely trade in January. January to, this would be a great trade here right now on gold as well, guys. Buying this flip on gold. All good, perfect, man, thank you. Yeah, January to, let's say, May, June is like my favorite times to trade. Some of my favorite times to trade is coming into the winter months. So yeah, I'll be trading all January long, absolutely. Starting the year off, set some, so I'm going to do over this next week, you know, set some 2026 goals, set some payout targets. Yeah, long gold on the combine. Yeah, gold longs look good. I'm just kind of playing around with silver today, but these longs on gold look good as well. You want to see us get back above 4,500, but this is looking nice. Gold's more so based off this higher time frame too. I like gold. I like gold. I like silver. The nice thing about silver is you came down, tagged the lows, rebroke back higher. So a valid stop is like here right now. I just kind of want to give it a little bit of breathing room just to kind of get a feel for silver. But a valid stop right now would be that previous 5 low, because that's the most recent liquidity grab. So my mental stop right now is about here, about this, about that. So reducing the risk as we start to push. We have this 15-minute close coming in 3 minutes here as well. If there's 15 closes like this, I mean, yes, we're holding support, but I kind of wanted to see us break out a little bit more, because you're coming into some resistance here, kind of got support here. So maybe we just get some volume and break this range. I actually would have more confidence to hold the trade if this 15 wicked out some lows. I was hoping we'd get a little bit more drawdown there. It's not what you typically say, but it's what would have made a little bit more sense. What actually is that? What did I just turn off? HDR, is it like completely fine to turn off? And why was it on anyway? High dynamic range. Yeah, alright. Well, it works. It still doesn't make sense how it happened from when I dropped it, but maybe it doesn't to me. Maybe it does to some of you tech wizards, but I have absolutely no idea. No idea. Look at this first silver trade. We're starting to push. The management point of silver would be this resistance here. Yeah, you got 700, but I'm trying to see if we can retrace more here, to be honest. How high, we'll see. Depends on how the higher time frame candles start closing. Yeah, I'm responsible this time. Yep, it would be the same for me, prepping for 2026 rather than trading any fund accounts. Yes, exactly, man. Exactly. Like I was saying, like I was saying before Christmas, we want to come into 2026, with a win, So don't try and for me, that's me personally. Me personally, I don't want to trade funded accounts like coming into 2026. We've had a great year in gold in the markets. I don't want to ruin that by taking unnecessary trades. I'll just play around with the combine. We'll sit here, relax, talk about some markets, talk about the plan. Yeah, if you cash down the silver, it's not a bad idea. It's just a bit of a forward test, to be honest. Anyway, this is my first time ever trading silver, so it's a bit of a forward test. If you just close out early, that's also fine. Oh, look at Goldie, guys. Goldie also moving beautifully. So if we were in gold right now, how much would we be up here? Gold's up about 100 ticks here, guys. Gold's looking beautiful. Silver moving nicely. I do think gold's nicer here, though. Again, like I say, I've never traded silver, but maybe this is a confluence. Gold grabs the lows. Maybe silver doesn't need to. Again, like I say, I'm new to looking at silver, but maybe that's a confluence. Maybe gold has liquidity grabs and it has the move, or maybe sometimes silver has liquidity grabs, gold has the move. It's interesting to watch for sure. Ooh, stops here. But yeah, silver, gold is looking beautiful right now, guys. If we were in this gold trade, up 100 ticks, I would be very likely taking profit right there. Like that's a decent London trade right there on gold. 100 ticks right there. In and out, job done. Beautiful trade. Silver. What are we up to, silver? I mean, silver, same, about 100. I am just going to let this run, guys, just because I just want to see how silver moves. If I close it, I'm just trading in combine. I just want to see how it moves. 15-minute close. Nice and bullish, which is good. Holding this support, tagging lows. Silver's overall very bullish. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, yeah, not as concrete as ES and NQ, but it does happen. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, on ES and NQ, it's like it's it's a very good confluence. But that's the thing with gold. Like, even if gold doesn't have a liquidity grab, it will still come down and do it at some point. So gold always has the liquidity grabs. Yeah, it is a lovely, lovely push down gold. If you're in gold, guys, personally, I'd be out there. That was a lovely trade on gold. Let's see what silver can do here. Any rejection from here? I think you're probably bringing some sellers. Kind of a reason why I want to hold this. Perfect now, nice. Yeah, targets on gold are tricky because, I mean, the main target on gold would be previous hourly highs and kind of any of this area here. So I wouldn't be closing gold just because it's 100 ticks. I'd be closing gold because you're above hourly highs, you're coming into some big support. You know, if you break above, great, you could take this high, but look at this, guys. There's a beautiful trade there on gold. Whole reason for that trade on gold is that hourly time frame. Hourly came down, tagged the lows, wicked all the way back above. Like, that's a great trade right there. That's a great trade. That's a textbook trade right there. Textbook trade on gold. The thing is, if we took that on gold, it'd only be up $100. Whereas we're taking this on silver up like 500. I'm gonna move my stops to break even, guys. See if we can break this. Partial's taken at 110. Yeah, beautiful, man. Beautiful. Very nice. No, this is one micro, man. This is one micro. Feels like one mini. It's crazy. You start hitting like 600. It's like just. Yeah, I'm just gonna close that. Let's just close it. Let's lock in this $500 on this combine. Play it from there to there. I'll take the range. If we push back higher, you know, we'll see. But we're coming in some resistance. If I was still holding this, I'd be trying to squeeze out a little bit more, but it's not really worth it. It'll take 560 on a combine on a Monday morning in what, 10 minutes, if that. Silver's crazy, man. Silver's crazy. Silver is crazy. Yeah, one mini. Yeah, one mini. That would have been $5,000. That's crazy. Silver is crazy. One mini, $5,000. That's insane. That's crazy. Be very careful trading silver, guys. It's nice you get these, profits, but it's like, man, you can make $500 here in silver with one micro. You do not need to be trading any more than that. And again, that's why I think for the newer traders getting into commodities, just trade gold. Because gold still had the perfect setup. You know, don't even worry about it. So I'm just playing around silver just because I just want to get a feel for it and just watch it. I've never really traded it. But if you are just new to trading liquidity or trading metals, trade gold. If you took this trade on gold with one micro, I think what was about, say, 100 ticks, $100. You know, 2 micros, $200. You can manage your risk much better. Whereas this here on silver, the $500 with one mini in 10 minutes is crazy. Yeah, it's worse than NQ. Yeah, it's way crazy than NQ. It's mad. That's why I think a lot of people are getting into silver, but I don't necessarily think it's for the right reasons. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. One mini, $5,000. That's crazy. Thoughts on the 61.8 fib retracement and trendline breaks? Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, Fibonacci isn't like a... To me, Fibonacci is like the final confluence. Like, you do everything else, then you put on a fib level to see where it lines up. Fib's not like for me anyway. I used to use fibs all the time. I would swing trade with using Fibonacci levels all the time. A fib level that gold does love is the 78.6. I don't know if I have it on here. I don't really use fibs on this chart. But yeah, 78.6 is what gold absolutely loves. Because you kind of, same liquidity principle. You get a lot of people who try and, maybe trade the 50, put their stop just above the 61. And then a lot of the time, gold loves to come for them deeper retracements, hits the 78, and then sells off. So yeah, 61 to 78 on gold is two pretty good levels. I used to use a 71, which was the halfway in between these two. My 71 fib level was a very, very, very good level. No, it's just because it's way cheaper. So cheap. Like gold's, you know, what, 4,500, whereas silver's only $75, so it just moves way crazier. Like a $10 move is not that crazy on silver, whereas a $10 move on gold is huge. But yeah, trendline breaks. I don't trade like trendline breakouts. I mean, I kind of do and I don't. I more so try and identify trendline breaks before the breaks happen. Personally, for instance, you know, Mika trades. If you're still here, if I'm saying your name properly, for Mika's trade that we shared before, and I think it was the same as well, it's the same as this move here on gold. You know, when I look at this one here from today, when you're looking at this, you know, you got this trend line here, 1, 2, 3. Rather than trying to take the breakout, you know, for me, I'm trying to identify the third touch like around here, and I'm trying to short down into this breakout. You know, rather than trying to take, for instance, you know, a textbook trendline breakout will probably tell you, let's just say, for example, you know, let's just say like this. A trendline will breakout probably tell you to do something like this, right? That's like a typical trendline breakout. You know, you try and buy the retest, for example. You know, you maybe risk off the low, you try and take that breakout. Well, I kind of find what is nicer is to identify longs before the third touch even happens. Because what you can see a lot of the time is sometimes you can just tag the second point, and then you can tag the second point like this on a trend line and then just completely sell off. And then you try and you look back at your trend line breakout, you go, oh no, what did I do so wrong? So what I prefer to do is buy from here up into these levels, buy into the breakout. And as soon as I start hitting this second touch of the trend line, you know, I'm already out of the trade. Whereas most people are trying to get in like here. When to me, it's kind of the move's kind of already done. So I tried to trade a lot of trendline breakouts, but this is what I would find would happen much more. So I'm just trying to think one step ahead of the markets. In the sense of, you know, I'm not just going to buy down here for no reason. I'll have reasons to buy from here. And I'll be buying from here because, you know, we're below a liquidity level. We have clear targets above. I have a morning star play. I have a higher time frame confirmation, and I'll buy into the trendline breakout. So for me personally, you know, whenever I see something like this, price doing this, as I see this, I'm already trying to identify the trend line, and I'm looking for buying opportunities up into that. And I'm trying to take advantage of that, of the trend line breakout before it happens. So for example, like today's short on gold, which was a great short, because you're shorting into a very clear trend line where most people are trying to buy. You know, I'd try to be identifying this trend line, you know, even all the way back up here or here, for example, and I'm trying to short into it, as opposed to waiting for the break. You try short here and you get squeezed out. Well, I would already want to be in and out. I'd want to be, you know, in somewhere around here, and I'll be out right at that second touch, which is exactly what I just showed. There's many different ways to trade trend lines, though. Many different ways. Yeah, I closed the silver trade. I closed it. You're just kind of coming into some resistance. I think it was like $500, so I do still think you'll probably see silver go higher, but I was like, you know, $500 in 10 minutes on a comment, I'd take it. If you are still in silver, though, I would be looking to see this 30-minute close in 5 minutes. If you close like this, then there's more likely that we come up and liquidate some previous 30-minute highs, which is right here. Gonna got a bit of a trend line coming down here on silver as well. Goldie was the play today, because that's probably the nicest move on gold we've seen in London session in a good while, a very good while. A very nice move on gold. Nicest trade I've seen on gold in London for a good couple of weeks. Yeah, definitely, Mickey. Yeah, I always do, man. Yep, always do. Have someone ready to go, definitely. Absolutely. It's always nice to, you know, have some combines in the background that, you know, you're halfway through or you're close to passing, as well as the XFAs, because it just takes off a lot of pressure. The more pressure I can take off myself, the better. So yeah, definitely having some some combines passed or other XFAs in the background, 100%. When I would try and just trade on just one XFA, I just found it way harder personally. I would put way too much pressure on myself. Whereas if, you know, if I switch between sometimes combines, sometimes XFAs, or I trade a different XFA for a different setup or session, yeah, I find it just more manageable. Just in case you know, I still lose accounts. I still take losses every now and again. You know, still take big losses, or I might take a payout, might not leave a big enough buffer. I could take a couple of losses and then maybe lose an account. That's normal. I don't always keep all my accounts, but I get decent payouts from them. Because you're going to go through losing streaks. And you're not going to make money every single week. You're not going to make money every single month. That's why I try and reward myself with payouts as frequent as I can. Because that losing period, or maybe a time where the markets just maybe go a bit quiet, is always right around the corner. NQ still selling off here, guys. Kind of what we said, you know, people trying to buy here on NQ, stops below. Well, look what we did. We came down and squeezed these lows. Yep, nice one, Patrick. Thank you again, Aaron, your guidance and the amazing community. Wouldn't be passing these combines and be where I am without you. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you tuning in, man. This is kind of what we were saying here on NQ, guys. For you guys who trade NQ, as we were saying, most people try and buy here. The risk of this low. So what does price do? Comes down and squeeze the lows. Look at that. Yeah, it wasn't the cleanest. We kind of broke out. How big is this range? Well, a pretty decent range. It definitely is, Alice. You need to show it who's boss. Get your own back. Don't let it do you like that. Can you please explain how can I use contract size and how can I risk 250 a trade using the 1 hour time frame, stop loss below previous hourly low? I mean, it depends on your entry, but I mean, gold moves at let's say okay, cool. Say if we bought here on gold, and we're saying we're trying to get this big play up. Well, as a tick amount, if we trade the smallest of size here on gold, smallest of size because these ranges are so big right now, the stop loss is 320 ticks. So at 1 micro, that's $320. You cannot have it any less than that. If you want to have a $250 loss right now, your stop would have to be 250 ticks. So which would be there? Not that you should ever put a stop loss based on like a random level here, because it's a dollar amount. But yeah, if you need a stop below previous hourly low right now, it has to be the however many ticks, 330 ticks, $330. That's the absolute bare minimum, because gold is moving very, very, very big. So that's the easiest way to measure gold. If you ever want to like look at how big your stop would be and what size to use, well, let's say if we bought gold right here and we put our stop loss down below this low, at 1 micro, we'd be risking $180. At 2, double. 1 mini, 1,700. That's the easiest way to measure size on gold. Like if you measure, where's the risk reward tool that we had drawn up? So for the long trade that we were talking about, our risk on that trade here, based off the 15 low, would have been about $80 per micro. So you could probably take in about maybe 3 micros in this trade. What you can also do is you can also set it up here. So you can have your brackets. So as soon as you enter, like you'd have your bracket set to 250, for example. You could set your brackets to 250. So if you enter in, 1 micro and 250s, like all the way down here, for example, then you can be like, okay, cool. Well, I could probably enter in another one, and it will tell you where your risk will be. But I find just the easiest way to know what size you should be using on gold is if you want to risk $200, $300, is just measure it. If I want to buy here, my stop loss needs to go down here. Well, that's risking $300, so I only want to be taking this at 1 micro. I think you can have, I mean, I would never get in a day trade with a 330 tick stop, but just for the example's sake, that's what you would need right now on gold. So we just had that 30-minute close on silver. You closed very doji, which is not bad. Closing doji after this huge sell-off at $75 is, to be honest, a nice sign. You know, there's not much volume to break up yet, but at least this is a good sign that we're trying to find some support. 30-minute on gold, closed nice and bullish, so to be honest, gold is looking nicer than silver right now. Gold came down, tagged the lows, closed nice and bullish. Silver, you may come down. You got previous 30-minute highs here. You got previous 30-minute lows there. If you came down and you grabbed 30-minute lows before the highs, that could be a nice long again. That could be a very nice long again. So I would be watching here on silver. If silver comes down, hits these lows, and then starts to break back above, to be honest, that would be a very nice reason to see silver go higher, based on the 30-minute time frame. That's it for mine. What do you think? Entry gold for retracement? We already had it on gold. This is the retracement. We already spoke about this. The retracement on gold was at the open of the hourly. This was the retracement here on gold. If you look at gold from a completely naked chart right now, this is the retracement. You're back at previous hourly highs, which is what we spoke about, and you're back at this nice support around 45.06-ish. Gold's kind of had the retracement. So in terms of new trades on gold, I mean, previous 30 came down, tag lows, closed bullish. I would assume this 30 minutes probably going to still push higher. But ideally, you'd already be in and out of this pullback trade on gold. Otherwise, I'll be maybe seeing if you can take the flip on gold. Because that was still, you know, it wasn't the nicest of 30-minute closes because you did still wick out highs, but you did still break back above 4,500 and you wicked out some nice lows. And, you know, gold can, if you get gold back into this range, which I do think you'll probably see, I think you'll probably see gold close back into here. Then at that point, maybe you come back and tag the highs of the range. You have that VWAP coming down at that 45.20 level as well. So there's still some nice areas on gold. Silver, I think, is nicer. Where was our long on silver? I think we got long from somewhere here, maybe ish, somewhere around there. So nice exit there on silver. Silver's still playing the range. Nice thing about silver though, look at this, guys. What have we been talking about all morning? Trend line coming down. Trend line coming down. Most people are trying to short down silver. See if you can break it back higher. Same thing. So if you come down and grab lows, there's another confluence to see silver go higher. Nice little catch on silver. It's the first time I've day traded silver. It's a nice little catch. Goldie was just as nice. Goldie was very, very nice. Goldie. But yeah, schedule for this week, guys. We'll be here tomorrow, and then we'll be back again on Friday. And then we're coming into 2026. 2026. Crazy. So with that being said, guys, we got a nice little quick silver scalp there. Nothing huge. You know, $500 on silver. It's not bad. We'll take it. We played the range pretty well. Like I said, guys, I'm not trading any funded accounts today. I'm also not going to trade New York today, but I thought it'd be good if we just still jump on, catch up. You know, we've spoken a lot about the trades, the analysis, the plan. Like I say, if you guys are over on X as well, I will post more updates to just the Aaron trades. And if not, I will see you guys same time again tomorrow for the final stream of 2025, which is crazy. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. Hope you guys did enjoy today's session, and I'll see you guys same time again tomorrow. Trade safe, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.